I need to know the script for the tournament. What is this act?
It's not an act.
Is this a way of life?
It's way of life.
Where is the cam girls?
Here we are, IEM Sydney playoffs. We've got some beautiful attractions here down near the Harbour Bridge as well as the Opera House. So although the weather hasn't really delivered, maybe some of the content with the players will. And we can have a chat to some of the guys from BetBoom here who have just made themselves a lovely little spot in the quarterfinals. They'll be playing over in the arena at IEM Sydney. I've been casting a lot of your games. You seem to be running at people very fast, just Wing straight down mid, on Mirage, you're running out A ramp and just entering. So, why so aggressive? Who hurt you?
I mean, this is just how the game is played right now. You can look at the other matches and the teams who win. They're almost doing the same, and this kind of passes me. Let's say like that. It's good. It's quite good enough for me, and we love to play this way because we're just a really emotional team. Let's say like that, and if we get a massive win on the round, and might hype everyone up, so it increases our chances to win, in some way. But basically, it's just because I win, and this is just my playstyle. I don't know how to describe it other way.
It seems to be working. You've been one of the highest rated players in the event, top 4 in the event for most of the event, and you're about 5 maps deep now. So would you say you're comfortable with CS2, or it's just a good run of form, a good event for you?
I mean, the game is still broken, but you have to just adapt to it. It's like this phrase, either you adapt or you die, there's no other way. So basically, I could complain about the game like everyone does, and that would be fair as well. But from my point of view, you just have to adapt and do the best you can. I'm not sure if CS2 is better, but it's I have same feelings when I join CS:GO Online and CS2 Online. It's it's almost the same, and the feeling is CS:GO was just a long sleep of my life, and just CS2 was the whole way, So I don't know, it just slipped away, but there's so many incorrect things in CS2. If they will be fixed, then everyone is not gonna forget CS:GO, but they'll find a decent replacement for it.
And last question, you were playing on VP and Outsiders for a little bit, for a couple of months, and now playing for BetBoom. What's different? You seem to be playing well. You seem to be. I watched your games and I casted your games, and you seem to be, smiling, and you have this infectious energy. You're pumping all your teammates up. So when you guys are winning rounds, so are you happy playing for this team? And what's different between this team and then playing for Outsiders? And maybe talk a little bit about, playing under Jame, and then now you're playing under m0NESY, so you've had some good IGLs and stuff.
I mean, the difference is there's 2 main differences. First of all, it's the game style, because here we have a little bit more freedom than on Outsiders I had, for example.
Yep.
And the second way is mentality, because Outsiders are super serious guys, they're just walking full killers, And here we are not against joking or anything with each other. I think this is even more better. It makes people closer. So it's not just going to office to the job. It just goes to you go to work, but you go to the friends circle in the work. So basically, it's better for me. Just for me. I'm not gonna say what's better in general, but I feel here more comfortable.
I was enjoying watching your games in the group stage. You guys are in the quarterfinals now, so that must be a good feeling for BetBoom. Only recently come together not that long ago and already playing in the arena.
Yeah, of course. It's a nice experience, let's say. It's a first LAN in CS2, and we kind of did a good job already. So I hope that we will play without any pressure and other stuff, because we already reach our goals at this tournament. So I hope that we will show good CS.
How has IGLing this different group of players been for you? Obviously, BetBoom, you guys have, I've been watching your games. It's crazy. You guys are playing so aggressive. There was a Mirage game where you're in mid-window, 1 minute 40 into the round. You're just jumping into mid-window on Mirage against, m0NESY, Vitality, like some of these good teams in the world. So you guys, not playing scared, you're getting in the face of all these good teams. Is that your mentality or the game style that you wanted to bring, or is that CS2?
I mean, this game just we're trying to figure out our own meta. So I don't think that it's kind of right that you have to like play an aggressive like wall game, but in current meta seems like it's impossible to hold any angles. So you have to do first step versus your enemy, and that's it. I mean, uh, it's hard to do something smart, you know.
Speaking about your game style and things like that, you have Innershine as well, working with the team, and then yourself. Obviously, both of you guys have worked with some very, very good teams, like some of the best teams in the world. So does it help that BetBoom has a really good leadership structure? And how do you work together with Innershine as a coach? Is he, you enjoy working with him?
Actually, it's kind of new experience for both of us. For now, we're doing like I'm the guy who telling how we want to play, and then Shan trying to help me as far as he can. He already bring a lot of good ideas to our team, especially a lot of different pistol rounds, especially some let's say structured rounds. He's really good at it. And I believe that the only one thing that he needs is just a part of believing in him, and that we can provide as a team. So, I mean, it feels like for now we have a good understanding with each other. So that's how it works.
How are you feeling about playing Complexity tomorrow?
I'm feeling thank you, guys.
Kyron is feeling thank you. Are you feeling thank you, or are you feeling something else?
I mean, they're just a good team, and as I said before, we just wanna show the good CS, and that's it.
How are you feeling, Zorte?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. Look, the weather's clearing up now, honestly. There's a little bit of sunshine. You've seen the Opera House and all that before?
Yeah, I've seen it before, but like, I think it might be helps because the media day right here, and maybe Big Boons comes up, and that's the reason why the sky is clears up again.
Now, listen, CS2, I was watching your game, and you have 9 grand on CT side, and I'm thinking, Zorte, he's got a good spawn. He's going to buy an AWP, go for a pick. No, we buy P90s now. What's going on?
I don't know, like, because the game is horrible. Actually, we practice a lot with the P90. When I have a spawn, I just like push an apps. That's it. But I won't complain because I'm playing arena right now, and it's nothing happened before this time, right? So I'm glad to like play this game. Sure, I love this.
So Zorte, obviously playing on BetBoom now. Previously, you played on FaZe. There's a lot of good RGLs to play under in CIS, it feels like, and a lot of good players to play with. But your team, I feel like you guys have like one of, people who have played on each of the teams that are kind of top of the CIS scene, like FaZe. You got someone who played on Spirit. You've got someone who played on Outsiders, and then m0NESY over on Cloud9. So how's your experience been playing with BetBoom and playing with m0NESY as well?
I think m0NESY is good at jail. He's like, his calls, it's gives to player more freedom, I guess, because for example, like as far as my experience as Forza is like, it's more had a strong structure, and I have a pool of my moves on the maps, and just do the same. And for now, I don't know, like I feel is that everybody in the team have a comfortable to play, and it's like every call. Just like maybe we didn't do the right things, but we do it confident. That's why I guess we go to the arena.
Yeah, your game style is like puggy crazy on Mirage. Like you're running straight through middle, 5-man through middle, and then next round Palace explosion, like waterfall out Palace, and then B apartments timing, and then like sometimes maybe slow default, just keep them guessing, but most of the time you're just running at them, and I'm thinking, wow, Magisk. Very good anchor player. Surely he can defend this. No, you guys just come into the bomb site, like 3 people dead in 5 seconds. It must be very intense to play.
I think like because in CS2 it's kind of hard to do as consistent plays. You actually did the same what you do what you did CSGO, but it don't work. Simply don't work. It's just like if you rush as a group, it's always fine. You just get some frags, and after some changes, you like end the rounds. That's why. And yeah. Sorry.
It was fun for you guys on Mirage yesterday when you were, running around W gameplay, but not so fun when Mouse hits B. I used to play B anchor on Mirage. Not so fun when Mouse hits B like 10 rounds in a row on Mirage.
Yeah, on new game, it's impossible to play on B because you can stay anywhere, but if they will pop B, you're gonna get insta-headshot, so there is no chance to hold B anymore.
What's different between playing on Spirit and playing for BetBoom?
I don't know. There is no difference. I love them both.
Love them both. That's good to hear. What are you looking forward to for the arena? Have you played many stage matches before? Obviously, Spirit playing in a lot of tier 1 events and stuff like that before, but here in Sydney in the quarterfinals already, how do you feel?
I played with Spirit in 2 majors in playoff, and that was insane. I loved the emotions that I get from arena, so I'm excited.
You feel better playing in the arena with the crowd and stuff like that?
I don't really care. I'm glad to play anywhere.
That's good. That's good. So, you're looking forward to your game against Complexity. Any thoughts on playing Complexity? Have you guys played with them before?
We played 1 practice match only when game just came out, and we didn't play since that time. So, it's gonna be a fun game for sure.
All right. Cheers for chatting with us, Siren. I think you guys are keen to get back to the hotel, so I'll let you guys get going.
So far, obviously you guys have had a pretty decent result. You're going to be playing tomorrow. I think a lot of people would tip you guys as pretty solid favorites for the event. How does that make you feel going into it?
Of course, it's always hard to be a favorite team. For me, I prefer to be an underdog team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we have a good confidence about this event, about this game. We're gonna be good.
And now CS2, we've been talking about that. I'm sure you're absolutely sick of it. So we're in Australia. I'm an Australian. Have you got any questions about something here or anything that you've noticed in your time here?
Where is the kangaroos?
Love that. That's one I can't answer. But yeah, what's your favorite thing about what you've seen so far when you've been around here?
I think the food is good. I feel look at this beautiful city. It's insane.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah. And now I'm going to put it on you. Who should I go pick on right now? What should I go ask?
You should go to Madden
Yes.
and tell him instantly, search help. Search in Google Maps, hospital nearby. He needs to fix something in his head.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll go over there and see what we can get out here. Sorry, gents. I've been asked to jump in Madden. I've been asked to search on Google Maps for a hospital. Why?
I mean, it's some internal joke for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, outside of the hospital, I was literally asking before, is your first time in Australia as well? For an event like this, or, what's, the mood been like so far since you guys got here?
I mean, it feels great to be here. Honestly, it's my first time, and this country and this city is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Honestly, first day when we arrived here, we went for a team walk for a few hours, and we visited some places here also. So, and it was fantastic. It was really nice. The weather was nice, and yeah, we just enjoyed it here.
Yeah, fantastic. And I guess so far, is there any, it's such a cultural difference coming over to Australia, right? Everything is a little bit weird when coming from parts of Europe and everything like that. Is there anything you want to know? Have you been stunned by anything that you've got questions about since being here?
I honestly don't know. I don't have anything specific.
Yeah.
It's just we didn't have much time to do anything except we were in hotel most of the time, and we were just playing CS. And then, as I said, only the first day we went for a team walk, and other than that we didn't do much. But yeah, nothing.
And going into the game tomorrow, you guys super confident? You guys amped up? Because the crowd's going to be insane. That's what I was talking to you guys about before, right? 10,000 people, event sold out in 3 days. It's pretty exciting, yeah?
Yeah, of course it's exciting, especially playing the first CS2 CS2 event in arena. It's gonna for sure be really nice, but also, I mean, we don't feel so much confident we would play CSGO, because in CSGO I think we were really good in the end of the CSGO now and everything, but now the meta changed and everything is kind of random, so we're just gonna do our best. Obviously against a team like FaZe, they're very experienced in stages. It's not gonna be easy against them, especially I think that it's always like this, the crowd will be on FaZe's side because they have a lot of fans, so yeah, we just need to go out there and we just need to enjoy every moment.
This roster has been sort of stable. You guys have had a really, really hectic few months. But I guess, have you been using some of that like new lessons that you've been learning with that to like keep control of the team, or?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think it's just an easy group to work with. Everyone it's just a team that gels well together. People have a lot of energy and there's always a positive vibe in the team, almost. So it's just nice to play with these guys.
All right, Sampayas. Now I need to ask, how do you feel about the AWP in CS2? That's what I've been asked to bring over.
It's really bad. You cannot shoot when someone is close. You need to no scope, and it's good. It's a good weapon when you are in a long distance, but not close distance. So I think they need to fix the movement.
And Pika's advantage, like obviously it's a crazy thing, but I've seen more people on land like trying to hold lines a little bit more. Are you still able to like hit the shot, or is it just like, holy fuck, like, where did he come from sort of thing?
I don't know. I don't want to hold anyone with the up, so I won't play up anymore in this tournament. I think.
Yeah. So seriously, just like back to rifle for the rest of it, or?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay, that's really exciting. But now going back to it, like we were talking a little bit earlier about what the crowd's going to be like, right? You know, it's sold out, 10,000 people, 3 days. Have you heard much about like what it's like to play in front of the Aussie crowd?
Yeah, I heard because Movistar was playing in Melbourne, and they told me like it was quite actually like really crowd. So yeah, I'm willing to have fun there tomorrow. And yeah, let's see how is the Australian crowd for sure.
I spoke to the Movistar Riders guys. I remember speaking to Alex after the win and everything like that, and he just said I think there was only like 3,000 people in that crowd. So imagine that like 3 times. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, like around like what's been your favorite part of Australia so far since getting here?
I think my favorite part is the international like environment. The international environment here is just different from what I have from the countries I have been, right? So I don't know. I think it's really nice. I also like the weather for sure. I love it.
Awesome. Now, fantastic. Now I'm going to go pick on Diha as well right at the very end, my friend. So I need to know, I've been waiting to ask this question. What is the best anime right now, currently?
I don't watch.
Never watched, you sure?
No. You can watch our vlogs. I'm not watching anything.
What were you watching on the way over here? That's probably my question.
Nothing really. I was trying to sleep and then I watched a bit of Harry Potter, you know?
Perfect. That's actually a really good answer. I'm happy with that. Yeah, again, similar sort of question. Like, what's it been like for you coming here? It's your first time in Australia as well?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's been entertaining?
I mean, when you go outside of the hotel, maybe yes, but we didn't do it much time. So.
Yeah. So have you guys just been like practicing really hard, screaming, like getting ready for the first game tomorrow?
Yes. We don't have time to go outside.
That's okay. We'll try and make it happen. If you guys win, I'll take you out for a beer, all right? We'll make sure of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, yeah, there you go. We've managed to chat to Ents. They're having a really, really good time here. I love the vibe and I can't wait to see them in the arena.
Imagine like you wake up, you come out of a shuttle, and the first thing how it happens is like you getting bothered with an interview, with like all of this stuff. How are you feeling, m0NESY?
I don't think anything.
You don't think anything?
I just like the view. It's really beautiful here. Really beautiful start of the day. I also like have a good sleep schedule here in Sydney. I think 5 days in a row I'm waking up at 8. And I don't really care if it's a late game or not. Like I just wake up at 8, I feel really good, and I feel like since I arrived here, I feel really good. I'm finally waking up at a good time. Like I'm waking up at 8, I'm falling asleep at 10, 11, and my sleep schedule is like kind of fixed because like I'm a room flower, you know, and I'm usually like just play in the room and just do nothing, just sit in the chair for 24 hours. But right now I'm kind of I think I didn't even touch PC at the practice room. I didn't like even play at least one game. Maybe I played for 30 minutes on aimbots or something, but like not really much, you know. And as my grandma and my mom says, they say like finally you're looking at like a human, you know, like something like that, because of the sleeping schedule, how you're eating, you know, and shit.
Not spending 24/7 at the PC.
Yeah. So at least you look like a human, like they're saying.
How many hours of CS2 and CSGO now you have? Like 20?
I have 18,500. 18,600.
That is quite a lot. I would say that's quite a lot.
That's okay. I can do more. That's okay.
I mean, yeah, the sky is the limit, obviously. You could have done like way more, like 36.
I mean, if you have already like 10k hours in the game, I think you need to already know some basic stuff. But I mean, usually just people like a lot of people just playing for fun, so like they have 10k and they don't even care, because I think like when you have more than 10k, like you already know like some basic stuff, you know. So yeah.
It's an amazing day in Sydney. You're just standing there, chilling, enjoying your time, and someone comes over just to bug you with a microphone. Isn't it horrible?
Yeah, it sucks, but it's the life, you know.
The life of a player that you are forced to live through. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I mean, guaranteed yourself a direct spot to like what, semifinals?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I honestly didn't expect it because I don't think we won a single practice game before this, so positively surprised. But yeah,
But I think that's kind of like really often like the case, you know, like teams that show really good results in practice, then all of a sudden they're bad, and vice versa, maybe.
we've tried both. Like we were really good in practice before Katowice, and we were not the best before Cologne. So yeah, we've tried to win in both ways. I don't really know what makes a difference. I think in CS2 we maybe try to be a bit next level and just have to be a bit more basic.
And what were you guys up to? Because like right now, like when m0NESY came out of the van, he's like, you know, like all this sleepy with a coffee, as if like something was happening during the night. What were you guys up to, huh?
I didn't do anything besides watching TV show and being in the bathtub. So, but it's really bright here for some reason. I don't know. Like I'm really like want to close my eyes as well. So I get it. But also I slept like 5 hours because we had a really late game, and now we have like decently early media day compared to yesterday. So yeah, it's what it is.
I mean, it could be worse because I think you're like the third or the fourth team that is getting like bothered. It could be, you could be bad boom. You could be like the first one in. So like, you know, it's still like kind of nice.
When was that? When was that?
I believe at 9 a.m. something. It was early. So imagine you just like, you just qualified or you just played and everything, and like you're being bothered right away.
Yeah, nah. I don't want that.
You're actually getting treated very nicely.
Yeah. Also have like a really nice view. You see like there's actually a Dane who was the architect behind the Opera House. Did you know?
Ooh, I'm getting educated. Okay, no. Okay, is there anything else you can tell?
There's a really big boat over there. Yeah.
Yes, that is.
That's all I know.
I like how like we went like from actually like you educating me. I was like, oh, a date, okay, and like also a boat.
I don't know anything else. I just know the Opera House. That's like really famous in Denmark. So that's it. That's all I got.
Did you know that that is the Opera House? But did you know? I just love the architect of the building is Danish.
Really?
Yeah, I learned that from that guy.
What?
Yeah, Huxley was. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. He's Danish, so he knows that like a Danish guy is responsible for.
He's Danish.
Right? It is a shocker. Imagine having an international team with a Danish IGL. That is, I know it's pretty uncommon, right?
It's pretty uncommon, yeah. It's pretty tough.
Pretty. Another piece of knowledge that he shared with me was, besides like the fun fact about the opera, is that there's a big boat there. Those were the two great insights from Huxley. Great man.
Thank you for this information. I think I will need it in the future. When next time I will come here and I will tell to my, I don't know who, kids, friends. Yeah.
Kids, next time. Hey, IEM Sydney, reunion in 4 years with m0NESY and his kids.
Yes. Nicola, hello. My name is m0NESY. I want to interview today. What's up?
Not much. What's up?
What you're doing today after the media?
After the media, what I'm doing today, I'm gonna go climb up there.
Why? What's the reason?
I think it's a nice view, so let's see how it is. And then after that, I'm gonna go to Bondi Beach, swim a bit, and that's it.
Bondi Beach.
Bondi beaches. Bondi.
Nice.
Bondi. I think it's Bondi.
Bondi. I'm not sure. I'm not that smart, but
You wanna come with me?
no.
You don't wanna swim together?
No, I don't want to swim. I'm going to Opera House though.
Do you know how to swim?
I know, of course. What are you saying? Of course.
We don't judge. We don't judge here.
Yeah, but I'm going to Opera House. I think I've never been there. I want to see it. I can see it, but I want to go like even closer. You know, go inside maybe. Can I go inside?
No, but there's a restaurant. There's a restaurant. You can have a dinner, lunch.
It's expensive.
Let me check.
So yeah, maybe I'm going to Opera House to see something. Did you know that that boat? You know who made it? The Danish guy.
It's not the boat, the opera house. The boat was the boat was
The opera house. The opera house.
the boat was just big. The boat was just big.
Rasmus said that the boat did also the Danish guy.
No, the Danish guy was responsible for the opera house, and the boat was just big.
Ah, okay. You could say it instantly. I thought it's the same. Like, never mind.
Chicas, you know, again, you are here in Sydney, Australia. You're back. Will you have anyone special in the audience?
Yeah, I'll have some of my family here. Some of my friends are coming as well. So yeah, that's about it. It's normal.
Just a regular day. But wait, but did they ever like see you like play on the station, like maybe someone in Europe, like maybe Cologne or Katowice?
Not in Europe, but last time I was in Sydney, oh, actually one of the times I was in Sydney, we made playoffs. So they came then, so they watched me then. But yeah, other than that, it's too far to go to Europe. So and it's also really hard to schedule. Like you don't know if you're gonna make playoffs, and then they have to fly 30 hours and shit. So yeah.
Yeah. But like, will it put like maybe any kind of pressure? Or it doesn't like really matter that they're sitting there watching. I'm not trying to cause any drama. I can put pressure on you. No, I just want to like try to understand.
Maybe like back like the first time, but not now. Like I don't really care too much about it. Like I think it's just more like just a privilege that I get to do it. Not really so much pressure or anything like that. So it's fine.
I'm privileged as well, Justin, to be a part of your journey at IEM Sydney.
We've had a chat to some of the players here in Sydney, but maybe we'll have a chat to some of the people who make it happen behind the scenes. Whether they're ready to chat or not, that's really kind of irrelevant, to be honest. But let's have a chat to Marie. Hi, Marie. How are you? How are you? I've been told you are renowned for your hero shots of the players here in Sydney. You were ready for this interview. We let you know at least 2 days in advance. So yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Like, I mean, like communication is key, right?
Absolutely, you would know that. You would know, obviously, setting up a lot of these shoots. What was the vision here with the players today?
Actually, just like having a little bit of a great time, because like Sydney is a place that we all appreciate to, you know, visit at some point in our lives. And I think it's not only for crew, but it's also for players as well to like get some feeling of the city and go somewhere, because obviously they're super busy with practice and everything. So we were like, let's go outside. Let's have some of like the most impressive sights you've ever seen in the background, and to just have something connected to Sydney, but at the same, like just have a nice time.
I've been assaulted by the flies out here. You didn't think about sorting out the flies before we came and did the shoot, or?
No, I mean, we requested it, but Australia was like, you know, we have those animals. Some are poisonous, some are not. So get your shit together and just work around the flies, and that's what we're doing.
How was getting the players organised sometimes, you know? Are they always on point? They're always like line up, single file, get ready for the shoot, perfect punctuality?
I mean, like sometimes, obviously, when we're at a place like this, everyone, like first thing that happens, everyone gets out the phone, like does some selfies, whatever, which is, in my opinion, totally fine, because then they can like settle a little bit. At some point, I get a little bit nervous. Then I'm like, come on, let's line up. But then they are obviously like super easy to work with because they're professionals.
How do you do the best hero shot possible? What's the little list of factors?
I mean, like there are some things which are important. So posture is everything. So when someone like is not standing straight up and like this, it obviously.
That's what I do.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I have terrible posture.
Look at
I've worked on it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like it's fine.
I'm a chronic sloucher. All right, who's done the best hero shot that you've ever seen? Who does the best poses in esports?
Oh my days, that's very difficult because
there's no good ones.
That's not true. I mean, like it depends a little bit. You know, sometimes you have a set which is like super harsh light, which is like you know, super moody or whatever, and then it's, for example, like someone who just like has this kind of view in his eyes that kills you in the second you look that person into the face. So I'm like talking about like super focused players. But when you have a setting like this, it can also be someone who's like goofing around more in the team, just like a little bit more relaxed. I don't want to make a pick here, so
that's okay. You can say Holzerk. Like, look at him.
Yeah, that guy is fire. That look,
I know.
He's absolutely killing it, man.
Yeah, it's fashion. It's fashion. So you might have to start a shoot with Holzerk once he's done being a player. That can be maybe your retirement plan or something like that. I think some modeling is on the cards for him for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for the chat, Marie. We'll let you get going. You probably have better things to do.
When did you guys get here? Like, how's it been so far in Australia?
We got here about like I think 4 days ago, all from different parts of Europe, and So far, it's been amazing. Super beautiful. Like it's an amazing view and everything is just really clean here. It's just super nice.
I wanted to speak to you first anyway, because like being the super sub coming in, you've been having a great event so far. What was it like when you got the call up to come here with GymFat obviously not being able to be here?
Yeah, I mean, I was sad for Jimmy, but I was just super excited. Like I was super stoked to go here, and yeah, from that moment on out, I was just like in a dream, I guess, and it was just it's just really nice. I'm just enjoying my time.
Fantastic. And then Torsha, have you been enjoying your time here so far as well?
Yeah, obviously. I think this is one of the best experiences I had. Like Sydney is beautiful. Also, we just have been in the zoo this morning, and it was such a good experience, and it was a lot of fun.
I was going to ask, did Dexter give you guys any tips before you came over here as well? Any like advice of what you should see or what you should do?
Yes, some restaurants he offered us, and yeah. We have been just talking a little bit, so yeah.
And I wanted to do a thing where like we went out for dinner or something in some fancy restaurant or like did an interview and all that kind of stuff. But with the event, you guys have been coming in like super hot after ESL Pro League, right? Like you guys, awesome form, going in as like one of the hottest teams. Like, are you super confident going into that match on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, we are kind of confident, yes. Like Malta was pretty good, but yeah, we are playing with the stand-ins, so we didn't really have that many goals, making it to playoffs is pretty good, I think. But we will see what will happen on Saturday. But yeah, we are pretty confident and just excited.
Fantastic. And I need to speak to Frozen as well, because the first person I saw when I got here, right, was Ketubor. Literally the first person I saw here. I was like, man, like, how's everything? Like being able to see him, like, so what's it like coming to Australia for you and getting to see everyone again?
Yeah, it just feels amazing. I mean, yeah, as you mentioned, Ketubor, I didn't see him in 4 years, so yeah, it was just crazy to reunite with him, and yeah, he's like my big brother. So, coming back after 4 years to Australia, it feels amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you mentioned that you guys went down to the zoo and everything like that today. How's that been as an experience? Like, are you enjoying your time in Sydney?
I'm enjoying my time. I mean, me personally, I didn't go to zoo. We went to the Sydney Eye View, I think it's called.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, we kept it pretty chill. Yeah, but I'm enjoying Sydney. I'm trying to see as much as I can.
Yeah. Is there anything that's like on your bucket list whilst you're here as well that you want to be able to do like after the event or something like that?
I mean, there's some like, I call it like places that like classic tourists don't know about. Like I heard like there's like a white beach 2.5 hours away, like kangaroos and stuff. So I mean, there is some stuff that I would definitely like to see, but as well, the schedule is pretty busy at the moment. So at the same time, I hope we're not gonna have free time, because we want to go all the way. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. 100%. Well, look, I need to go see these guys because we've got some serious tourists over here as well. Gentlemen, are you enjoying the view? Are you enjoying the view? Yeah, what are you thinking about your time here in Sydney so far?
It's been great. Nice people. Yeah, friendly faces and also good food.
What's the enjoyment been like to be here with the team? Have you guys been able to, get some bonding and stuff done outside of the server as well?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Every second for us is bonding in this team. We always try to be together. But yeah, I think that we're going out for Korean barbecue today. They've already,
classic esports dinner.
Yeah, they've already been there, but now we're going as a team, so it will be nice.
Yeah. Awesome. And Shuhei, for you as well, like coming back to the team, right? You've had a little bit of a run back in. You had the dream run at the major and everything like that. Has it been like returning home to come back to these boys?
Yeah, I'm back with the boys, having a lot of fun, and we're just riding the wave.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully you might see some waves later on if you continue to stay around the event. But going into the arena, I was talking to the Ents guys earlier on. They were told how hype like the Australian crowd is, right? The event sold out 10,000 people in 3 days. What do you think it's going to be like in the arena on Saturday for you guys?
I'm really excited. I also was asking around, like, how is the arena usually here? And people were saying it's crazy. So I'm really excited for the fans and to see the Aussies there. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll leave you guys to it. Have fun, yeah?
So let's have a chat to another one of the playoffs teams that we do have, all the way from some from the Southern Hemisphere, but mostly North American guys over here on Complexity. I've been watching a few of your games, and I got to cast one of your games as well against Cloud9. And I've watched a couple different brands of Elite, and you know, sometimes you're on the passive end of things, depending on what role you're thinking. Sometimes you're going and taking the entries. I'm seeing Elite walk down mid on Anubis and Inferno. Are you a little bit unleashed? Like, what's going on here?
I mean, yeah, I have a lot of freedom to do anything that I think is like applicable, obviously within the team. Like, I'm not going to do anything crazy. So it kind of just depends on whatever is necessary. You know, if I have to be passive and around, or I mean, it makes sense to be passive and we think that they're going to be pushing and we're putting like pressure somewhere else, so I'm going to be passive. But, you know, the team gives me a lot of like freedom to decide things, especially on CT side. I'm kind of like one of like the CT side leaders. So it's really nice to be able to, have that freedom and do whatever I think is going to help win the team the round.
Yeah, I watched your video about that, by the way, and I do a little bit of coaching on the side, and honestly, that kind of content is very helpful. So I appreciate you making those kind of videos because it helps up-and-coming players understand the systems that a lot of teams actually use and how to kind of apply that to their own game style. You got any other ideas in the pipeline?
For like videos and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I always have ideas, but it's just all about the time. Like, it's just so hard to like find the time because like when I'm home after traveling for like 6 weeks straight or something, like I usually just want to chill. But I mean, I definitely do want to keep like making stuff 100% because I think it's really fun and I actually enjoy like teaching people stuff.
Sweet as. Thanks for the chat, Alige. Have a good one, mate. How are you guys feeling going into playing BetBoom in the quarterfinals? And obviously you get to play in the arena with the Aussie crowd. I'm going to try and get them to start chanting "Can't stop the flop" if you make a big play. What do you think? Do you have any other chance? And what are your general feelings about playing the quarters?
I think the crowd can chant whatever they want. I trust in the Aussie crowd to bring a good event for us. But yeah, I mean, I think playing BetBoom, we can definitely take them on, especially like this is basically my first ever like super big crowd, like S-tier crowd compared to any other event I've been at. So it's going to be a pretty sick experience for me.
Sweet. Thanks for the chat, Floppy. I've seen a bunch of your cores play going back to Cloud9, and I remember watching your guys' Vertigo way back when that was a new map and seeing all the tactical kind of stuff that you guys came up with. But I'm seeing Complexity walking down mid on Anubis, walking down mid on Inferno, and getting in the face of some teams. So is that like a CS2 meta thing? Is this a different kind of style that you guys are doing, or what's the deal?
I don't know. It's just been a game plan of the last few games. Obviously, some of it is CS2. Like for example, Inferno is completely different. So I think we're just abusing the things that we thought up in practice. We haven't had that many days, but the things that we did make have been working pretty well. So I'm happy with that. And I think especially having players like Elige and Grim just to do those kind of plays, it's been really easy.
Sweet. Thanks for the chat, JT. How are you feeling about playing CS2 at the moment? I know a lot of people have been talking about, the AWP's viability. I've seen a lot of AWPers buying Kriegs and stuff like that, AUGs and all that. So how are you feeling about the weapons choices? I saw Zorte the other day buy a P90 instead of an AWP when he had a good swarm because he's like, why would I go for an AWP pick? I can just run into Palace with a P90.
Yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it. I mean, it's definitely been gotten a bit worse, definitely, but I still think it's a very good weapon, best weapon in the game. So it's still viable. And I mean, I've always been a Krieg and AUG enjoyer. So like when I feel that weapon, I buy it, but the AWP is still great. And I think it's still very, very viable.
How are you feeling about playing in front of the crowd? Obviously, I think if they get some, like I can picture it right now. We're in the arena. Halzerk makes a big play, gets up out of his chair with the mullet, just shakes out the mullet, takes his headset off, and they get the good camera shots that blast out to the arena view. I think people will go fucking mental, honestly. So how are you feeling about the Sydney crowd? Do you have anything you want them to chant for you?
I don't have anything special I want to chant, just try to be as loud as possible. And I'm very excited for this crowd. It's going to be my first stage game ever, like a big stage. So I'm very excited, and hopefully the crowd can be on our side and just make as much noise as possible.
How are you feeling about Sydney? How are you finding the event and visiting the city?
I'd say it's been amazing. I love coming to Australia. We were here once before for Melbourne. I'd say I'm really happy with how we're performing here. Obviously, if the first CS2 event, anything could happen. Any team could be good. So I'm glad that we came out on top and excited to stay here a few more days.
You're kind of giving me like with the accessories, you're kind of giving me like Matrix a little bit with the sunnies and the chain. And I saw that a little bit in the server, that first map against Cloud9. There was a little bit of like Triumph Grim, hard carry mode. Like that was an insane map from you. So how are you finding CS2 as an individual?
I'm liking it a lot, honestly. I like how the mouse input feels. The only thing I don't like right now is the movement and the sound, but I think those are all things that can get fixed with time. I mean, the game just came out, so I'm not too like thinking it's not going to get fixed or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about it right now.
Yeah, and you're playing BetBoom in the quarters. You said you've seen a little bit of the Aussie crowd before being to the event. This will be like that times 10. How are you feeling about your quarterfinal? Talk through your opponent and maybe how you're feeling about the crowd and all that.
Yeah, I'm very excited to play in front of the crowd. I think the last time I played in front of a crowd that's gonna be this big was like a fall final or something in 2021, and that was amazing. Ever since that game, I was like, I want to play in front of a crowd every game. So I'm happy to be back. Betboom's obviously a team that we can't underestimate, but I think that if we just keep playing like how we've been playing, add a couple more things to our game, then I think that we can come out on top for sure. I mean, we've been playing really good, so just gonna see how it is and transfer it in the game.
Yeah, I see people like it was getting late. Your game against Cloud9, I was looking at the time in NA, and I was thinking, surely these guys aren't going to stay up. And I'm keeping an eye on the chat, and it feels like NA is getting behind Complexity at the moment. Like you guys are kind of the team that people are rooting for. Obviously, with some other teams moving away from an NA roster, Cloud9 in particular, maybe that wasn't a good move given how that last game went. To be honest, but that's a story for another time. So, how's the fan support been for you guys?
It's been amazing. I think since we became the best North American team and, Liquid left and stuff like that, it's been really nice. And obviously there's some pressure for us to make sure we live up to that and really make sure that we're like the best we could be for North America. But I think that the fan support has been amazing. And I've seen like a lot of positive posts, lots of flares on HLTV and stuff like that. So it's all nice to see and we're all enjoying it.
Yeah. Broke it. Hellways. So, okay. Was it a nice nap?
Yes.
Yes. I do want to know, like when it comes to you being on broadcast, on camera, on photos, you're always like super serious, but we all know like in real life, you're super friendly. You're always like being friendly with all of the guys, saying hello, saying goodbye, wishing a good breakfast. Why are you like this on camera?
I don't know what you're saying.
No, like we all know, like your teammates also know like how friendly you are all the time. It's just like, what is this act?
It's not an act.
Is this a way of life?
It's way of life.
I see. Neil? Hello. Can I bother you or bug you for a little bit? Yeah, sure. Okay. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How is Sydney?
It's great. I mean, haven't had much time to do sightseeing, proper one, but it's awesome. Like the vibe is amazing, and I've never been here, so really happy to be here, and especially that we qualified for playoffs and we got some more time to spend here.
But considering all of the teams that you're actually getting to play, do you even like have a feeling that you're in a different country? Because most of them, it's the same teams that you are playing in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, it is a different place. We're down under. I don't know how you say that, but yeah, like everything's upside down in here. I mean, it's it's amazing place. Like wanna definitely see some more.
I mean, you're probably still maybe partially getting used to like all of the teammates, because when it comes like like all the guys, they're from different countries, different nationalities. I mean, I'm sort of biased because you have two guys from the Baltic states. I cannot control that. But what would you say like overall, like what is the vibe like in the team? Like is everyone like being super professional, or it's just like like shits and giggles?
I guess just like in every team you have every kind of person. Like you have some trolls, you have some serious guys, and but the vibe is really nice. I mean, I have been here for what, like 3 months maybe, so just getting more and more familiar with all the jokes that's happening, and trying to like understand some of them, but the fact that everyone is from a different place makes it more complicated, but it's also nice to see like how these guys get along, and how different people can be. But I've played for FaZe at some point, and we had also different cultures, a mix of every place. So that's very interesting to see how people interact with like just the language makes you think in a different way, So it's a very interesting, thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but how, as you mentioned before, you played in FaZe and you played with a lot of players like from different countries. Probably when it comes like to this team, considering that you have like players from the Scandinavian countries, from the Baltic countries, everyone overall is like pretty chill. So it's not the situation when someone's like super explosive, super like emotional or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's true. Like it doesn't get to that point. I mean, yeah, playing for VP was more tense, I guess, in here. But these guys are very successful. They've been, one of the best teams in the world for a while now. And once you get there, you know your ways, how you got there, and you're being used to it, right? So trying to understand that, bring a little bit of something new to the table. But yeah, mostly just get to know the guys and get comfortable being around.
And what do you think about how Brocky acts? Because he's being like on camera, he's like all like stone faced, yes, no, thank you, and just walks away. In reality, he is a troll, but he's a funny guy. Do you agree with that? Like that is it is a bit of an act.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, I mean, you need that. Like, nowadays for the camera, many people have. Yeah. That's the thing, right? So it is for sure. We say it's a like crazy Brocky and spicy Brocky and different Brocky. So it's like depends on the day sometimes. So it's funny Brocky is a great guy.
All right. Thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you.
Rain, remember like yesterday's easy 2-0?
Yeah, it was 2-0. I don't remember 2 maps. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was. I was like really hoping for that 2-0. It ended up, like again being like 3 maps. I do want to know like what's up with FaZe and like starting slow, making a comeback, loser bracket, winning the whole thing. Why?
I don't know. I think we just like to play games, Need to get our reps in CS2, so it's just for fun.
At this point, like it kind of feels like there's some kind of script, like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Is that how it is?
I think so. I think Kerrigan has some weird master plan that we're all following apparently.
It's for his blog because he needs the drama. Because you build it up, then there's drama. Like, oh no, we're about to get eliminated. Like, bam, you should in the end.
Hey, it's all about money, You need to get the money on YouTube, Get the bag.
Damn, I need to learn that. All right, thank you. I need to know the script for the tournament, because or the script like for like your vlog, because right now like again you guys are going like the drama way, like going into lower bracket, making comebacks, like surviving the whole way, going to the playoffs. I guess like now like going towards the grand finals, winning the whole thing. What's the next plan? What's in the script?
The plan is that we wanted to play like a lot of maps. I think we played the most official maps of any teams here. So that was the plan coming in. So making sure that we win MF15 the first game, and MF15 against Vitality. And already there we had a lot of rounds, So and then when we're doing too good, we throw a map, and then we kind of put the pressure on. So I think we're prepared for the playoff now. So hopefully 2-0.
So like all of this just like for content.
Content and play the game a little bit more,
Ad revenue for Finn.
Get revenue?
Ad revenue for Finn.
Ad revenue, yeah. Group stage ad revenue is the best.
Yeah.